Hey, I know how frustrating it can be to buy a paper shredder that ends up jamming every time you need to clear out old tax docs or that stack of client files. You don't want to waste money on something that can't keep up with your real-life shredding load, and you definitely don't want to babysit a machine that stops every 5 sheets. If you're running through stacks of paper regularly, whether it's for work, taxes, or just decluttering, this fellow's AutoMax 600M might be the one that actually saves you time instead of creating more hassle. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. This isn't one of those flimsy home office shredders that chokes on a single staple. The AutoMax 600M is built for heavy-duty, non-stop shredding, which means it's meant to handle stacks of paper without slowing down. If you're someone who shreds a few pages a week, this is probably overkill. But if you're shredding reams of paper regularly, like quarterly business filings, old client records, or even just clearing out storage boxes, this machine is designed to keep going when others would call it quits. It's the kind of tool that earns its keep by actually finishing the job instead of leaving you with a pile of unshredded paper and a headache. One thing that stands out is the microcut feature. Instead of just slicing paper into strips, it turns documents into tiny confetti-like pieces, which is a big deal if you're shredding sensitive stuff. If you've ever worried about someone piecing together old bank statements or medical forms, this shredder makes that practically impossible. It's the kind of peace of mind that's hard to put a price on, especially if you're dealing with confidential paperwork on a regular basis. The AutoMax 600M also handles more than just paper. It's optimized for multi-material shredding, so you can toss in things like credit cards, CDs, or even staples without a second thought. That's a huge time saver if you're the type who just wants to dump everything into the feed and walk away. No more separating paper from plastic or stopping to remove staples. That alone makes it worth considering if you're tired of the extra prep work. But let's talk about the trade-offs. This isn't a small, quiet machine you can tuck under your desk. It's heavy-duty, which means it's big and it's loud. If you're shredding in a shared space or a home office where noise matters, you'll want to plan around that. It's also not the kind of thing you'll use every day unless you genuinely have a lot to shred. If your shredding needs are light, you might be better off with something smaller and quieter. Another thing to consider is the auto-feed feature. It's supposed to reduce time-consuming frustrations, and it does if you're shredding large batches. But if you're only shredding a few pages at a time, the auto-feed might feel unnecessary. It's designed to save you from manually feeding each sheet, which is great for productivity, but it's not something you'll appreciate if you're not shredding enough to make it worthwhile. Who should buy this? If you're running a small business, a home office with high shredding demands, or just someone who regularly deals with sensitive documents in bulk, this shredder is built for you. It's the kind of machine that pays for itself by saving you time and hassle in the long run. If you're shredding stacks of paper every month and need something reliable that won't jam or slow you down, this is a solid investment. Who should skip it? If you're only shredding a handful of pages every few weeks, this is way more than you need. A smaller, quieter shredder would be a better fit. Also, if you're tight on space or need something discreet, the size and noise level of this machine might be deal breakers. The value here comes from the heavy-duty performance and the microcut security. It's not just about shredding paper, it's about shredding it efficiently, securely, and without constant interruptions. If that's what you need, this shredder delivers. If not, you might want to look elsewhere. Check out the fellow's AutoMax 600M on Amazon using the link in the description if it sounds like the right fit for your shredding needs.